So the time has come.
So as you guys know, there's a brand new Dragon Ball game in the works right now, pretty much being made, rumored to be made by CC2, and it is described as an action RPG open world. Well, they didn't say open world, but I'm assuming it's going to be open world for the most part, because they're not going to give us an action RPG without some exploration, so there will most likely be open world aspect to this game. Now, in this video, I am not going to be talking to you guys about the things that I would like to see in this game. I feel like most people have already done that by themselves. What I would like to say is the things that I do not want to see in this new Dragon Ball Project Z. So let's get started. The first thing that I do not want to see in this game is the retelling of the Saiyan Saga, the Android Saga, and the Majin Buu Saga, because the reason why I'm focusing on these three aspects is simply because of the title of this project. It's called Dragon Ball Project Z, and Z obviously means that they're going to be focusing on the Dragon Ball Z eras. Listen, we've been through it so many times, even in Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, that we still couldn't escape the Android Saga, the Saiyan Saga, the Majin Saga. We couldn't escape it, so I would prefer if they told a brand new original story with the Dragon Ball IP. I don't care what they do, give us something brand new. I know that they're going to be including character creation, because we all know that character creation is very popular with the anime community. So if we're going to be introducing a brand new character to join this roster of people, if they're doing it, I would prefer a brand new original story. Like, I really do not want to go through the Saiyan Saga, seeing Goku try to save his son Gohan from Raditz. I don't want to go through the Android Saga, having to deal with the Android 18 and Android 17, and I really don't want to go through the Majin Buu Saga. I'm sorry, I just don't want to do it. It's just not worth it. I've seen enough of it. Let's just go something brand new. Go with the routes of Dragon Ball Heroes. Now I know that there is a brand new Dragon Ball Heroes game coming out for the Steam and Switch, but they could still make something interesting. There's so much possibility. You know what I mean? Like, if they're gonna introduce a brand new character, if they're doing it, because I feel like they may or may not. If they do, give us a brand new story, and if they don't, still give us a brand new story, something interesting. Now let's go on to the second thing that I don't want to see. Essentially, they need to reinvent the environments. Be honest with you guys. Be honest with yourself. There is not much to explore when it comes to the Dragon Ball world. Do you know what I mean? We didn't see much. All we know is we have the Greenlands, the Wastelands, the city where Bulma lives, maybe the city that the androids blew up, and obviously I don't know what the tower is called. I forgot the name. Piccolo's tower, essentially, the Lookout Tower or something like that. I think it's called the Lookout Tower. Essentially, they need to reinvent environments, because there's not much to explore if they're gonna give us an open world Dragon Ball game to fly through. Because I know they're gonna try to implement some fancy flying animation and all that good stuff, but they need to reinvent the environments, essentially. And that's it. That's actually the only two things that I don't want to see. I don't want to see the retelling of the story. I do not want to see the retelling of the Saiyan, the Android, and the Majin Saga. I don't want to see any of that stuff. I just want to see some brand new stuff. Obviously, I would like to have some online aspect to it, like some competitive aspect, but if it's an action RPG, likelihood of it having some type of online compatibility or component or whatever is very, very unlikely. And that's it. That's really all for me. There's not really much to say. It's literally just a title of a name of a game that we haven't seen yet, but we should see something by E3 2019, and maybe a reveal date in November or something like that. So yeah, I mean, if it ends up being something like Dragon Ball, I think there was something like Dragon Ball Goku's Legacy or something like that. There was a old Game Boy Advance game that came out. If it's like that, then I guess that it's whatever. But I feel like the community doesn't want to go through the old stories all over again. I mean, some people do. Like, I'm not gonna say that we all don't want to see it, but I feel like we've seen enough of it. I mean, how many times are we gonna see the Saiyan Saga? I mean, we'll see it in a new paint of coat, whatever. I think that's the saying. We'll see it in the fresh new graphics, fresh new visuals, but it'll still be the same and we'll be exhausted. Nostalgia just cannot keep this game, keep the story alive for this long. that is my thoughts and opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, as we see more gameplay, more stuff, I'll talk more about it. For now, that's it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.